Computer Proficiency Certification Test year 2015 to 17 to 19 solved papers. Here use of calculator none. Windows 98 was developed in the year 1998. The overall term for creating, editing, formatting, storing, retrieving and printing a text document is called as word processing. Which of the following is different from the others? Control unit, arithmetic, logic unit, register, printer. Answer: printer. The mouse cursor seen on the desktop is also called a arrow pointer. Hard disk is coated on both sides with magnetic metallic oxide. Which of these is the fastest printer? Jet printer, laser printer, inkjet printer, daisy wheel printer. Answer: laser printer. When you install a new program on your computer, it is typically added to the all programs menu. The word wrap feature in MS Word automatically moves the text to the next line when necessary. Desks are similar to notebook computers, usually having a touch screen or pen enabled interface. Tablet PCs. Dash utility identifies unnecessary files on the hard disk and erases them based on the user's command. Disk cleanup. Which of the following printers is more expensive than inkjet printer? Laser printer, chain printer, drum printer, photo printer. Answer is laser printer. Which of the following devices is used to read barcoded data? MICR, barcode reader, web cameras, video camera. Answer: barcode reader. Which of the following is not a valid ext file system? Answer: ext5. Which function converts a number into a text representation with the given radix in MX Excel? Base function. What will be the output for the function rows G4 colon G6 in an open office calculator? Answer: 3. Which of the following is not true about the computer files? They are collection of data saved to a storage medium. Every file has a file name. A file extension is defined by the user to indicate the file content. Files usually contain data. Answer: a file extension is defined by the user to indicate the file's content. The first network that planted the seeds of internet was ARPANET. Which of the following is the oldest form of printing? Letterpress. Which of the following is the advantage of laser printer? Efficient use of toner, fast printing speed, excellent print quality, all of the options. Dash is a sequence of frames. Digital video. What is cipher text? Cipher text is encrypted text. In which of the following devices can you plug various multi-port cards to provide additional access as the network grows in size? Switch. Which file format is used to save Microsoft Access report snapshot? SNP. Dash is a program installed without a user consent or knowledge during the installation of another program. Spyware. The users of the following operating system except Dash do not encounter bomb errors when operating the computer. Apple Macintosh, Mac. Dash is the foremost routine which checks and tests the basic hardware. Post. Quantization makes a signal truly digital. A printer is classified as an impact or a non-impact printer, and the classification is based on technology. Mechanical printer was developed in which year? 1822. Which one of the following is not a computer port? Backup. Yahoo, Google, and MSN are the internet sites. Sending an email is like writing a letter. In MS Word, Ctrl plus B is used to make the text bold. A dash can be added to your presentation and then used to maneuver to a variety of locations. Example, a web address, an email address, a custom show or document, hyperlink. Moving text automatically to the next line is called word wrap. A program which enables you to perform calculations on rows and columns of numbers. Data type is called a spreadsheet program. Which tab is used in MS Word to add a table of content? References. What is the key combination to increase the font size of the selected text in MS PowerPoint? Control plus Shift plus greater than key. In MS Excel, dash chart is also called as scatter chart. XY. In Skype, dash characters are used to strike a word in instant messaging. Tilde. By using which tab you can translate text in Word document? Review. Which of the following procedure is used to send money by Bheem app? Home screen, send option, receiver mobile number, enter amount, default bank account, UPI pin. In MS Excel, dash chart depicts the relationships of parts to a whole and it contains more than one data series. Donut. What is the key combination to display the macro dialog box to delete a macro in MS Excel? Alt plus F8. Dash swaps caps to lowercase and lowercase to caps. Toggle case. Capital letters are converted to small letters and small letters to capital. Single spacing in document is generated by which point line spacing? 12. To record or view macros in the MS Excel, click on View tab from taskbar. Dash can automatically sort, count, total or average the data stored in a spreadsheet. Pivot table. Pivot table. If Raghu wants to design a poster on A3 paper, then what would be the paper size? 11.69 inches into 16.54 inches. There are dash check boxes under the autocorrect tab when correcting spellings in MS Office program. 6. Which shortcut on the keyboard places the cursor for superscripts? Control plus Shift plus plus. How can you underline a desired word but not the spaces using keyboard shortcut? Control plus Shift plus W. Reading comprehension. So reasoning. then English typing. Computer proficiency and proficiency in general IT skills and networking. Number of question 52. Number of question to be attempted 52. Section marks 52. Help menu is accessible by pressing which button in Windows 10? Start. A file is often referred to as a document. The connection between a computer and its peripheral is made through a N port. Which of the following is not a pointing device? Keyboard. Keyboard is an input device. CD-ROM stands for compact disc read-only memory, and read-only memory is a non-volatile memory. Which one of the following is not an output device? Monitor, printer, plotter, digitizer. Answer: digitizer. An dash-based system uses pictures called icons and menus displayed on the screen to send commands to the computer system. GUI, graphical user interface. What kind of software would you most likely use to keep track of a billing account? Spreadsheet. Which of the following is not a component of a motherboard? Bus lines, USB sockets, slots. Answer: USB. Dash are removable storage devices used to store massive amounts of information. Hard disk packs. Which of the following is an impact printer? Line printer. Wireless keyboard connect to the computer through dash basic types of connections. 3. Donut is a type of Android operating system. Which function returns the beta cumulative distribution function in Excel 2007? Beta.dist function. What will be the output for the function rows D8 in an open office calculator? 1. Two different files can have the same name if they are in different folders. Telnet is a network protocol. A parallel port is most often used by a printer. Which of the following is the not a disadvantage of the laser printer? High cartridge cost, large physical size, noisy, fast printing. Answer: fast printing. We need dash at sender side for compressing image. Encoder. Dash is the output of encryption algorithm ciphertext. Dash measures the capacity of a communication channel bandwidth. Which file format is used to save MS Office theme? THMX. ThemeX. Dash is a program installed without a user consent or knowledge during the installation of another program. Sneakware. The users of Dash may encounter bomb errors when dash the computer. The users of Macintosh may encounter bomb errors when operating the computer. A dash is the initial set of operations that the computer performs when power is switched on. Boot sequence. Power on self-test. Post. Interpixel redundancy is based on the redundancy of neighboring pixels. Which one of the following is a non-impact printer? Dex Jet. Which printer utilizes metal rods with printed characters on each rod to print text on rolls of paper? Mechanical printer. A printer's dash determines the image quality that it prints. Resolution. E-commerce allows companies to conduct business over the internet. Junk email is also called a spam. When computer users format a document, they change its appearance. What is an animation? The apparent movement of an object. To select a line, position the I-beam pointer to the left of the first character of the text you want to select. Hold down the left button on the mouse, drag the pointer to the end of the text you want to select and release the button. What is the key combination to delete one word to the right? Control plus delete. What is the key combination to decrease the font size of the selected text in MS PowerPoint? Control plus shift plus less than key. What is the key combination to move to the preceding cell in the MS PowerPoint? Shift plus tab key. A visual representation of information to present an idea is known as smart art graphics. Google Talk is often referred to as GChat. By using which tab can one add macros in a Word document? View. What is the margin of a page when narrow option is selected for top and bottom while printing a document in MS Word 2010? 1.27 centimeter, 1.27 centimeter. Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched scheme of dash with a reward of rupees 10 on every successful referral of the Bheem application for users, cashback for merchants. In MS Excel, dash chart shows data in rings where each ring represents a data series donut. What is the key combination to open the Microsoft Visual Basic Editor in MS Excel? Alt plus F11. Select the option that will replace the question mark and complete the path to capitalize full text. Home dash change case, then uppercase. Home, then font, then change case, then uppercase. Data visualization programs such as business intelligence software make use of the dash tool for data summarization. Pivot table. Pivot table. Which of the following option is used to make every first letter of a sentence as a capital? Sentence case. Which of the following is true with respect to the page size of tabloid? 17-inch to 11-inch. 17-inch cross 11-inch by 11-inch. Which of the following shortcuts will enable single space line in a paragraph? Control plus 1. Using keyboard shortcuts, how you will replace text with different formatting? Control plus H. Then this is reading comprehension. This is easy. You can do reasoning. GK. And then English typing. Computer Proficiency Certification Test 14 December 2019 Shift 1 T1. Calculator none. Magnifying glass required no. Scratch pad eraser. Ruler required, eraser required, scratch pad required, rough protector no. Show watermark. Highlighter auto save on console no. Mandatory break time yes. Windows software was developed by Microsoft. Each box in an spreadsheet is called a cell. Which one of the following is a primary memory? RAM, random access memory. The keys labeled 0 to 9 on the keyboard are called numeric keys. Identify the name of secondary storage device, hard disk. A plotter is an output device to produce designs and graphics. Output made up of pictures, sound and videos is called multimedia. Dash is Windows program that locates and eliminates unnecessary fragments and rearranges files and unused disk space to optimize operation. Disk defragmenter. What is a file? A file is a collection of information that has been given a name and is stored in secondary memory. What is the name given to a part of circle on which data is written in a storage media? Sector. Which one of the following is not an input device? Computer output to microfilm and rest OCR optical scanners voice recognition device are input device. All the instructions from the users and various software are carried out by the central processing unit CPU. Which of the following is not a valid FAT file system? FAT24 file allocation technology. Which function returns the arithmetic mean of all the cells in a range that meet a given criteria in MS Excel? Average if function. What will be the output for the function base 17 semicolon 10 in an open office calc 17? A directory within a directory is called a subdirectory. Two or more computers connected to each other for sharing information form a network. What allows you to print on both sides of printer? Duplexer. Which of the following is not an advantage of inkjet printer? Poor quality image. Recovering the file back from compression method is known as decompression. Dash is a technique for transforming information on a computer in such a way that it becomes unreadable. Encryption. Which of the following network topologies is known as linear topology? Bus topology. Which file format is used to save project file? .prj. Dash is a program installed without a user consent or knowledge during the installation of another program. Adware. Dash user may encounter bomb errors when operating the computer. Apple Macintosh. CPU pins are reset and registers are set to specific value is a condition for which process? Boot. Dash is the process of digitizing the amplitudes of image intensity values. Quantization. Laser jet speed is measured in pages per minute. ppm. First dot matrix printer was created by DEC. If you want to print the pages quickly, then which of the following printers is appropriate? Laser printer. www uses dash protocol, HTTP protocol, hypertext transfer protocol. Email stands for electronic mail. The background of any Word document can have any color you choose. Designed to create a particular look, a dash contains color schemes, slide and title master with custom formatting and font style template. In MS Word 2013, the button that is related to working with a document such as clipboard, font and paragraph appears in the dash tab of ribbon Home. Which of the following is incorrect with regard to copying data in a cell? Data cannot be copied from one worksheet to another.